here it is in all its glory. This was the first drawing that we completed, kind of like on the first day. He had us do our first drawing, and then later at the end of the semester we compared it to the last day of classes drawing. You can see great use of the page. And I'm not too mad about this drawing. I think it's nice. I like the angles of it. Yeah, I feel like I definitely improved and learned some things over the semester. These are just some quick sketches. But I felt like that was pretty nice. I like that I let myself get messy, which is something very hard for me to do. I was really happy with it at the time, and looking at it now, it looks like his torso is way too big and his head way too small. But that's okay. And these, I feel like I wasn't feeling confident. They're really soft, quick drawings. I think this is where I started experimenting with vine charcoal, and I found I liked it so much more. I feel like I could control it more. Still pretty light and not as confident. But this is where I feel like I found my stride. I was so happy with this drawing. I really liked the simplification of the face and the shapes I got. The line was nice and confident, and I just felt a lot more confident overall when doing this piece compared to using the regular compacted charcoal. Fine charcoal, focusing on shape, shadow shape. That was a lot of fun. I really like leaving out information and just putting shapes in there. So I really like the relaxed form I was able to get. So it's a quick gesture. Oh my gosh, this was my favorite thing ever. The pose is just absolutely gorgeous. I took lots of photo reference of this one too, because oh my gosh. I just love how I did the hand too, and the hand there. And I was able to get that kind of like nice movement. And here I went back to charcoal pencil. I like this one. Again, just making the shadow a whole shape and having the face on its own. Decided to go for a portrait because I was probably frustrated with the figure that day. That's pretty nice. I actually really like this one. I like the texture in there. I think it's kind of fun. And focusing on shadow shape. I really like that too. That's nice. But I got to a point where I was kind of relying too much on the vine charcoal and not doing things that made me uncomfortable. So I went back to like a charcoal pencil or compacted charcoal just so I could practice and try to get more comfortable with it and not try to shy away from things that I'm not good at. But I really like this one. She's very thick. We were just focusing on the shape, the shadow shapes, and not really using line to define the parts in light. And I really, really enjoyed that exercise. And another one, I feel like this one's pretty nice too. I like the shapes in there, and the leg. That leg and knee is really nice. And that face, and the shadow there. Oh, and this pose that the model took was just a dream. I love this pose and took tons of reference photos. And I really love how the face turned out. Just the whole shape and flow of the body I think is really nice. And then in this exercise, we were focusing on different types of lines. So this was like a straight line exercise. So no curvy lines, no flowy lines, which is my forte. So this was kind of hard, but also really fun. I really like this one. That was pretty nice. I like how that one turned out. It's really shape oriented. And then that's the model in straight lines. Again. And then we went to curvy lines, flowy lines, my favorite. And I just had so much fun with this one. I really like her face. I think it's really pretty. I just had fun with the hair, made it its own organic shape. I just love exaggerating curve in the human body. I think it's so pretty. It's so much fun. And then this was combining the two types of lines, straight and curvy. And I had so much fun doing that with this. I just love the shapes, negative shapes I got in the face. Oh my gosh, I love this drawing so much. And here we started using plumb lines and our measuring paper and using our pencil to get an accurate measurement of the figure of the model. And though it's very tedious, it's very, very helpful. Do those two to practice. It'll help you in the long run. And here again we're using plumb lines, and I'm still using the charcoal pencil. The face is beautiful, the hair was so fun. Took a while to figure out the hands, but I like how it turned out. That was a really fun pose. And then more plumb lines. Here's another pose that I really loved, and I loved how I captured it. It's definitely more on the stylized side. I just love how I left out his face, but we still got some shapes in there. There's no shadow, but you know, there's got the shadow outlined, and I really like what I did with this one. And this one was really hard. It was a difficult pose. It was difficult to figure out, but I'm really happy with what I did figure out, with what I accomplished. I think it's a really fun pose and beautiful gesture. Again, having fun with curvy and straight lines, leaving some information out. So we're getting into doing value, and I was using the compacted charcoal, and I'm not very experienced in value, especially with charcoal. So it's nice, but I could definitely improve. This was my starting point. And then we Did some warm-up gestures. And then here is a value piece with vine charcoal. I really like it. I think I overworked the arm. I definitely overworked the arm there. I just love the shapes that I got in there, and her hair and face. Just leaving out some information like what's in light. I think it's really beautiful and I accomplished that well. And I feel like I got a step forward in value, and also going back to vine charcoal instead of using a charcoal pencil. That really helped because I love working with vine charcoals. And this was the other one we did that class. And I think I did better in the body as well. In the arm, he had some really cool muscles and shadow shapes to work with. So that was a lot of fun. And also just had fun with getting a bit messy with the charcoal, though it doesn't really look that messy, but it's messy for me, okay? I feel like I learned a lot. And then this was some gesture pieces. And these are my last ones, the last couple classes. But I feel like I came a long way getting to this point. Again, using vine charcoal. I got the core shadow, which I kept forgetting in other ones. And just kind of focused on this, not so much on the legs. But I love the face. I think it's really fun. I feel like I did a nice job with it, and I'm really happy. Yeah, I feel like I came a long way from that first one. And this is another later one. I think it's the same model of the one I did before that I really liked with the cool muscles. And then this next one was the final one, and on the final day of class. Messy stuff there. But yeah, this was my final piece, final figure drawing for the final day of class. I kind of wish I brought her off from the side a bit more. I just thought maybe I'd cut it off, but it's kind of weird, kind of awkward. But I got a cool shape right there, so it's not too bad. I think my favorite part of this is the hair. I had a lot of fun with the hair, making that textured, well, not so textured that it distracted from everything else. From there to there, I feel like I learned a lot.